Macro Conflict Radar is a dashboard that watches the US economy and tells you whether the macro backdrop is bullish or bearish for crypto. Every single number can be traced back to where it came from. No guessing or no hallucinated statistics. Five macro dimensions here: liquidity, the dollar, credit conditions, Fed policy, and market fear, which is the tail risk. They normally move together in predictable pairs. The whole point of this radar is to catch the moment two of them stop agreeing. Why? Because the decoupling is where interesting crypto moves happen. Now there is a concept of ontology here, which is a structured map of concepts. FalcoDB that I am using, a real graph database, it stores nodes and edges. I also calculated a number called stance. It's a single dimensions opinion on crypto. That's a number between -1 to +1. This is computed from a 252 days rolling z-score. So it's never guessed. Now, in terms of the pipeline, it ingests live Federal Reserve economic data, downloads 20 real series from the Fed public API, treasury yields, the Fed's balance sheet, high yield credit spreads, the VIX, and Bitcoin Ether prices. Then it computes the indicators, turns the indicators into stances, which is the strength that I calculated earlier. Then it backtests also. Does this dimension actually work? Correlates each dimension stance against Bitcoin's actual future returns to find its best lag and measure hit rate. So this is how the dashboard learns which of the five dimensions to trust more. Now, it also detects conflicts. It scans every day for the two configured pairs, liquidity versus the dollar, credit versus tail risk, that normally move together. If they don't, that's a conflict. Then I have the ontology grounded leveling. It writes a structured level for every fiat regime, active channel, dimension stance, and conflicts every single day. This is extremely useful. We have the labels for all the data that's ingested for the last 4 years. So when we see the conflict, we can go back and actually verify what was the label on that day. Now, LLM is occasionally allowed to rewrite a label's rationale, but it never calculates the actual number or sets the direction of that number. Then I have the ontology graph based on this leveling that gets mirrored into a real FalcoDB graph database as nodes and edges. And then we have the verdict synthesized, which is the weighted sum of all five dimensions with any active conflicts that resolve to its winning side. Now, in terms of the panels, here is the macro dashboard. The headline, you see one word: bullish, bearish, neutral. That's a confidence percentage. Then the conflict timeline, every bar is a real day or run of days where two normally correlated dimensions disagreed. Then I have the ontology explorer, which is the knowledge graph and drawn live. This is the orange crypto hub in the middle, and then five teal color dimension nodes around it. Okay. And each of them are attached to regimes, agents, their net liquidity indicator, etc. And then I have the evaluation dashboard. This is like as if the system is grading its own homework with pure functions over the stored facts. No model involved. So stance hit rate, that means did a dimensions call actually predict Bitcoin's next 14 days? And that's measured against the real outcomes. Then I have the levels, the single level pipeline that wrote these 19,983 records. And then you can ask the analyst, which is like a chatbot, and that gives answer grounded in all the numbers. Means every number in the sentence was verified against stored evidence, and clicking evidence shows exactly which stored value it pulled from. So that's in a snapshot the whole dashboard. I hope you enjoyed it. I have used the Fireworks API, as you see here, and also used the AMD compute platform as well as my laptop, and I have used Claude Code. I hope if you enjoyed the presentation. Thank you.